Let me ask you a question. Does it look like I've had a good night's sleep?
Is it really worth the price? I pay it gladly.
Thank you for joining me for the update for my Sutera pillow review. I know that I owed this about 4 months ago, but it's been rough. COVID has been rough. I have been working throughout the pandemic, and it's been stressful being out of the house, being around people. I have known people who have gotten positive tests back, and of course that's stressful. And I see that basically everyone on my Instagram timelines, my Facebook timelines, has just decided that the pandemic's over and they are going to go live their lives. And it's been tough. And I haven't really felt a lot of motivation to do anything, except for play Call of Duty, which I do pretty regularly. But I am finally trying to find that motivation again, and I wanted to lead with an update on my Sutera review. I have been reading the comments on the previous video. I saw that everyone's like, hey, he said he was going to update. Hey, where's the update video? Whatever. Apologies. I will say that lack of motivation is, yes, one big factor when it came to why there is no review. The other big factor is, do you know what a lint shaver is? And I ask that because I've been looking for a lint shaver, and it's something that I know exists. It was a thing when I was a kid. We didn't have those like sticky roll-on lint things. You had a lint shaver, and it was this device that you ran it over your clothes and it took the lint off. And I say that because another big reason why I haven't wanted to do the review is because my Sutera pillow looks like this. And I'm slightly embarrassed about it. I'm not a dirty person. It's not dirt. It is lint that has come from the clothes that I wear when I sleep or from the laundry. I'm going to guess mostly the clothes because it's all down here around the shoulders. But yeah, so I've been looking for a lint shaver and I haven't been able to find one. And I was like, as soon as I find one, I'm going to do this video. And I hadn't been able to find one. And I realized it was just an excuse to not do it because I didn't feel motivation. So push past the excuses and do it. Here's my dirty Sutera pillow. So I know everyone's asking or thinking or wondering about how was the experience with the Sutera pillow. It is obviously very different than any pillow you've seen before. You can see even in this very crude camera that there is a very different shape. If you watch the first video, I did the unboxing where you can see the shape of the pillow, the cover, everything. This is, in fact, a cover, a pillowcase, not the pillow itself, which is one reason I feel less bad about how dirty it is. That's how life is, I guess, right? Like, everything doesn't go perfectly, and this is how things end up when you use something for 8 hours a day. When you're supposed to use something for 8 hours a day and you use it for 4 to 5 hours a day on average over the course of 3 months, which is what it's been with the Sutera pillow. Let's start with my experience. The first few nights sleeping on it was weird. It is difficult to get used to. I'm a side sleeper. What I realized is, although the pillow is made for side sleepers, you can see there's a little notch here, and it's kind of opposite of how it would be on the bed. Your neck goes in this little crevice. Your head would be here. There's actually a little divot here just for your head. I wonder if you can actually see the mark where my head would be. It's almost right there, right? And then if you're a side sleeper, it's got a little notch over here. You can kind of see the edge of the notch on the edge of the camera here, where if I was laying, I would just put my arm up. That's the notch for the arm. What I realized is that the pillow, the notch is here. And I didn't think that would bother me. It did bother me for a few nights. It took some getting used to. I am an almost 100% side sleeper. I sleep on my right side. Actually partially deaf on my left side, going deaf, more deaf every day. There's a fantastic movie called The Sound of Metal. I'm not doing movie reviews anymore, but it's available on Amazon Prime. I highly recommend it if you want to know what most days of my life are like. He's at like 80%. I'm at 60% or so in one ear, 40% in the other. So it's tough. But the good news is that being 60% hearing loss on one side, if I leave that side up and then go to sleep, it makes it very quiet. So it's easier to sleep. So I usually fall asleep on that side. And it took some getting used to that. The angle is wrong. It's not what I was used to. The feeling is weird for your head to almost be like slightly downhill, but kind of level after years of different types of pillows doing different things. Even ergonomic pillows that have like the two little humps. It's very different from that. That being said, about a week in, after I got used to the shape and the difference of the arm positions, I fell asleep so fast on this pillow, it blew my mind. I was getting really decent sleep, which for me is difficult. Generally, I am what is the highest dosage I can take of a sleeping med to get to sleep? I actually started backing off of those because I was sleeping better during the night, I think. So I was able to get more sleep, get better sleep. So the next night I wasn't as tired. I just got to the point where I think I was actually in a really good mindset. And then, holidays and not being able to go home. And there was a lot of mental things going on. There's a lot of stress going on at work. And I kind of hit a wall where I was like, maybe this pillow isn't the cure-all. Maybe it was just I was in a good spot. So for a week, I changed back to my old pillow. And nothing told me how good this pillow was, except for spending a week on my old pillow and waking up every 2 hours to take more sleep meds because I just could not get comfortable or sleep. Now again, that may be because now I'm used to this shape, not the old shape, but that's why I gave it an entire week. It wasn't a single night. It was 8 consecutive nights on my old pillow. That pillow has been officially retired. It has moved to the between the lower legs pillow. And for those of you who are in your nearing 40, like I am, you know that we have multiple pillows that we sleep with. One's for the head. Maybe you get one. I get one that's up under the elbow to level that out now so that I don't have a sore elbow in the morning. I get one between the knees and the feet so that the knees aren't achy in the morning. It's falling apart. Don't get old, folks. It really sucks. When I went back to Sutera pillow, the transition back, seamless. The very first night, I was right back to it. I was so impressed by the Sutera pillow that I bought 2 more and I gave them as gifts at Christmas. The 2 people who I know have a difficult time sleeping. Now, secretly, I gave one to a person who I occasionally spend the night at their house. And I thought, hey, it's a good excuse for me to have one and not have to carry it everywhere because it'll be there and I can just use it when I'm there. The other person genuinely has difficulty sleeping like I do, even more so. And I said, maybe this will help out a little bit. I haven't heard back from them. I don't know how they're enjoying it, but I have continued to enjoy it. And the Sutera pillow will continue to be, for me, a gift idea for people who tell me that they have difficulty sleeping because it has made that much of a difference for me. And listen, it's not a miracle product. You probably heard during the course of this video, I've had police cars go by. There's a bus stop down the block. So it's buses and ambulances. And I live in the city. It's city sounds. So most of that I can sleep through. Some of it I can't. I also live in California, so we get an occasional light shaking. I also live in an old building, so I feel a little more here. I don't sleep through those things, but I wasn't going to sleep through them with an old pillow. I'm not going to sleep through them with any pillow. That's just life, right? It's not a miracle worker. It doesn't make me a baby. It doesn't make me 21, where I'm just going to be able to sleep in any position and sleep through anything. If I am out of position, if I roll over in the night, I feel it the next day. That's my body. That's not the pillow. I will say that the angles, the trenches, if you will, help keep me in position, but I know I've woken up because one of my idiot friends has called me at like 3 o'clock in the morning or texted me and it's gone off. And I know when I wake up in the morning that it's happened, even if I don't remember, because I will be mispositioned. I'll be laying on one of the arms and not centered correctly. And I know that means I got up, I did something, I came back, and I didn't get myself right before I fell asleep. And I feel it. But I would feel it the same on the other pillow. The difference is, on a good night with a good night's rest, I feel fantastic. On a rough night with a rough night's rest, I still feel better with this pillow than I feel with my old pillow, than I felt with my old pillow. And I feel so strongly about it that I give these as gifts now. And I will continue to give them as gifts in the future. Now, I can't say that the Sutera pillow is any different than any of these other pillows that are similarly designed. I can say I have not seen one with this particular design. And the features of the design I know are helping me get a better night's sleep. But if you're looking for a miracle product that's going to somehow give you way better sleep that you've never had before, I don't think any pillow is going to do that. I try to maximize my ability to sleep. I don't lay in bed to do other things. I literally just sleep there. I generally will take some sinus spray, some allergy medicine before I go to sleep as well to try and clear the nostrils out so I have good breathing. Falling asleep isn't like when you're 10. You don't just get to do it anywhere and wake up and be fine. I have a friend who's like that. She amazes me. Like, she can fall asleep on the couch under both of her arms and wake up and just be fine. Where I was like, oh, my arms wouldn't work for the rest of the day. But if you're comparing this to any other pillow I've ever used, far and above the best pillow. And I will continue to use this. If it comes down to, like, I have to be homeless on the street, I can only carry a certain amount of things with me. I can't imagine that sleeping on concrete or a cardboard box is comfortable. I can imagine that it's a little more comfortable if I had this pillow with me. And I'd probably take this with me on the street. And I don't know if anybody would steal it because it's so weird. But it looks like an orthopedic device. I treat it like an orthopedic device. If I have guests over to sleep, they do not get to use my pillow. This is my pillow. I sleep on this. You can sleep on any of the other 10 pillows that I have, I mean, again, it's not a miracle worker. It's not going to do anything for you that a pillow cannot do. So I've changed the dosage of my sleep meds. I'm down to, on a really good night, I can use just melatonin. On a night I know I have just a certain amount of time to sleep, or it's going to be a rough night because I had a burrito before I went to bed, and that's going to mean heartburn. Maybe it's something a little stronger, but I'm not just banging down dose after dose after dose to get to sleep and stay to sleep all night. And I feel like that has a lot to do with this pillow, because over the course of the last 3.5 months since I did my first video and I started using it, things have, gone up and down. Things are up and down, and life is stressful and not. And I have good weeks and bad weeks, and good days and bad days, and good months and bad months. And throughout all of it, the sleep has remained relatively consistent. It's worse on days that I have bad days. It's better on days I have good days. But I can say, by comparing it to my other pillow, it is better. The good days are better when I've used this, and the bad days are worse when I don't use this. So I recommend the Sutera pillow. I will once again put the link down below. If you haven't seen the first video, you can kind of see how naive I was. You can also get a little more in-depth look at the pillow itself, the unboxing, and see what the whole process looks like. That's available there. I don't know. I continue my mission of buying unnecessary stuff on Instagram, from Instagram ads and Facebook ads and Google ads, and trying it out and letting you know so that you don't have to waste your money if it's not worth it. This product, though, is 100% worth it. If you think a pillow can make the difference in your sleep, try this one, because I guarantee you it will. If it's not the pillow, then it's something else. If you try this pillow and it doesn't fix it, go see a specialist, because it's got to be something else. It's not the pillow. But I hope that is enough of an update for everybody who's looking for one. If you have any questions, hit me up down in the show notes below. I'm 100% open to answering any questions you may have. You can also find me on social media at Robert N. Cheek. But until next time, where we're going to be reviewing yet another video, or yet another product. I got Kizik shoes, another Instagram ad. I got Sand Cloud towels coming up, yet another Instagram ad. I just buy stuff late at night on Instagram and try it out. And I do that. I use doing these videos as an excuse to do it, not just that I like to buy weird stuff and try it. So continue to watch them so I continue to feel validated that it's not just me buying weird stuff for myself. But until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Have a great week, everybody.